We're back again. What's up, guys? Welcome to Box to Box Football. And yeah, we're just coming as games go on. We're just going to keep on giving you content. Guys, before we get started, could you please hit the like and subscribe button for us? Help us grow this channel and get to where we want to get. We're nearly at 200. So please, guys, just hit that subscribe button. Let us get that 200 mark. But let's move on. Let's talk about the games today. Let's go on to Etihad and Man City against Aston Villa. 2-0 to Man City. They went top before Man United play. Jack, you ripped them off the title. What do you have to say about Man City?
Well, it's nice to know Bernardo Silva still exists. I'll be honest. You know, he and fair play for him, but breaking the deadlock there. I tweeted this before. Look, the reason why I don't think Man City are capable of winning the title, and there were reasons why I thought there was potentially a chance that they wouldn't even make top four, is because of a lack of goals. Now, I kind of joked, but I'm deadly serious because the end result is the end result. If your forwards aren't scoring goals, as long as your midfielders and your defenders are, like, what's the big deal? What's the problem? Nice to see Bernardo Silva get that goal. İlkay Gundogan is proving to be the signing that I think everybody expected him to be. It's come a little later. I don't know about you, James, but I feel like he's been a bit in and out for a couple of years, but now he's really showing his value to this team, and I think Pep finally really trusts him. But no, a competitive game. I think it kind of went how we thought it would go. But this Villa team aren't to be underestimated, and if they can keep hold of Grealish and maybe they sign Ross Barkley permanently and keep hold of like John McGinn and Matty Cash and these kind of guys, then I don't see why this Villa team can't be, a top 10 team in this league for a couple of years to come.
To be fair, I looked at the game and I was thinking that, especially in the 75th minute, I was thinking this is the greatest 0-0 game I've ever watched. It was, when I mean, like, it was end to end. I generally don't know how Man City didn't score. Gundogan had some chances on the line. You see, it was Rodri who like headed it, and it was just Gundogan on the line, expecting him to took it away. He doesn't. They had chance after chance after chance. They didn't score. Even Villa had some great opportunities. Traore, who he is a player. I don't know why people don't speak about him, but they finally break the deadlock and they show their quality at the end of the day. A troubling thing for Man City. Kevin De Bruyne comes off around the 60th minute, and I was thinking, what's kind of going on here? Especially if being ill, so that's maybe something to look at. But this Man City team, the train just keeps on ticking over right now. It isn't scintillating where they're blowing teams away, but they're winning football games. My thing with this Premier League, and I just want to talk about this, is that we got spoiled with the last 3 years of Man City and Liverpool getting this 99 or 100 point, 97 point tally, where it's unrealistic. This type of thing doesn't happen. If let's say Man City and Liverpool were doing this for 10 years straight, I would give it to you. But they've only been able to do it for 2 seasons. Man City did it for 2 seasons. Last year, I think they had like 80-something points. So it's not like they got up to 90. Liverpool 2 seasons before that, they were nowhere near that. So this norm of getting 100 points in the Premier League is unheard of. This is the Premier League that we live in. This is the true Premier League. Let me give you a great statistic right now. Man United in the 99 season, when they won the treble, got 97 points. They got 79 points. Right. That's not great, but they still won the title and won the treble.
And James, correct me where I'm wrong too. So we've put in 19 games Man United have played now. They've done half their season. They're on 40 points.
Yeah.
So double that. Let's average that out. It's 80 points, and they're top of the table right now. Now, obviously, City have their game in hand, but to kind of back up your point there a little bit, if we double the season that Man United have had right now and we replicate it, it's around 80 points, and Man United are top of the table.
I think that this is going the way how a Premier League season should. It's extremely tight, but
yes,
the cream may always rise to the top, and I do expect Man City to be there coming to the end. Yes, they didn't start well, but you can see what's going on right now. And like, what's the clean sheet record now? Another clean sheet today. I would say that they didn't look like conceding today because Villa had chances, but they're keeping clean sheets, and Laporte's not even in the team, and the train just keeps on going for this Man City team. They might not be scoring a bunch, but they ain't conceding either, Jack.
And it's a game of goal difference. On average, it's a game of goal difference. They're their best defensive record in the league. 13 goals against. And after this kind of relatively barren run of them winning a couple games by one score or so, goals for 31. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not more than Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs, Leicester, Man United, etc. But it's enough, and it's close enough to those teams for them to get by with that great defensive record. I do expect this to continue. I think Jesus is probably learning a bit of a tough lesson right now with these kind of false nine position being occupied. That's where Bernardo Silva, I mean, we can call it that, right? False nine?
Yeah.
Yeah, like roughly we can call it that. They have a few players who can play there. And if this is something that's just going to keep continuing for Man City, maybe this is getting the team used to when a number 10 comes in from Barcelona.
I think Guardiola said this quote like a few years ago, especially at Barcelona. I said that his dream is to have a team full of midfielders, and he's virtually getting that right now, where literally his attack force is just midfielders upon midfielders. But they're getting the job done at this moment of time, and if they win their game in hand, they go top.
And you can't, and James, I'm liking to do this a little bit more going forward. So West Brom away, okay, tough enough game, but Man City should really be winning that. Sheffield United at home should be a win. Burnley away, then obviously you've got this tough run. Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal. Now, out of those 3 games, I think if they can get 6 points, maybe even 5 points around that, and I'm not ruling them out getting 9 points from all those games, but I think that you've got to say that that's going to really make or break their season. There's that. So from the 7th of February through to the 21st of February, that is going to be the real indicator of where this Man City team are, because that is a tough run of games.
Well, let's move on to their Manchester rivals, Manchester United, the other team in Manchester. They went to London, Fulham, and as they do again, they go a goal down, but they still end up winning the game. Manchester United beat Fulham 2-1. Jack, tell me what you feel about the game.
I think that if you're a home team playing Man United, you don't want to score in the first half. That's what I'm starting to think, because it's becoming. I think Man United fans are starting to become comfortable when they concede an early goal in these away games. They now haven't lost an away game in 366 days. That's the best in Europe, best away form in Europe. We know historically how good Old Trafford is as a home fortress for them. So if they can rediscover that home form that they're, really more known for, usually the away form is what lets them down. If they can marry up some old home form with this away form, then the title should be a walk. But obviously it's not that easy. We know that. I don't think you can continue to live off these early, conceding of goals against these teams away, especially as fans. At some point, we hope this season will start to drift back in, obviously not full capacity, but quarter full, maybe something like that with the social distancing rules. These away games are not going to be as easy to win for a team like Manchester United. I think the big standout from this game is Paul Pogba. And what Manchester United game that involves him is Paul Pogba not the standout. Left foot shot from outside the box, terrific effort. I don't want to be too critical of Pogba here and try and take away from the shot. But James, should the goalkeeper save that? Should the goalkeeper be saving that on his week?
I don't know, Jack. The ball arrowed. It arrowed,
Yeah. It's to his thing is though. It's like to me, like presumably he's right. Areola, you'd imagine would be right-footed, right-handed. So you'd imagine diving to his right. That's easy, and it seemed like a savable height for him. So that was my initial thought. But maybe it's Pogba's credit that
it was Jack. It was also side netting. It wasn't like where it hit the. No, it was proper side netting.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say. Very kind of standard performance there. I like the way that, I certainly recently I was singing the praises of Anguissa. He looked really good today. You've been singing the praises a lot of somebody like Ademola Lookman. He looked really, really dangerous today. He's gonna be why Fulham stay up. But anyway, but what did you make of it?
I'm getting that feeling, Jack. I'm getting that old Manchester United feeling a little bit. Because even when they went a goal down, never once you panicked. You said, You always felt, and I haven't felt like that since Ferguson, was in charge. And whenever Ferguson was, even like in the 90th minute, you would always believe this Manchester United team could do something, and they're doing it. Yes, this is not like, they're not breaking down teams with brilliant team play and power runs, but as I said before, individuals. They have some of the best individuals in the league. The league has to offer. Go on, Jack.
I will just say, I think there are some relationships forming there. I think we see the bromance between Eric Bailly and Paul Pogba down that spine. If especially if Bailly keeps playing games. I know a relationship between Rashford and Luke Shaw has been somewhat developing down that side. I think the exciting thing for Man United fans, and you might think, what the hell's Jack talking about here? Man United fans, I guarantee you, will say that Cavani goal was better than the Pogba goal. And you might be going, what? Like a ball coming out and just basically a tap in? There is no Manchester United player in their whole squad, apart from maybe their manager, who would have scored that goal. Edison Cavani is the only player who scores that goal. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's taken him half a season, but especially with Cavani having his band go and his fitness being up to scratch now, Edison Cavani is going to be the starting number 9 for this team because he's the real deal.
Jack, I'm going to get onto it, but I just want to talk about just the individual in the first guy that scores, Paul Pogba. I realized that I back Paul Pogba a lot. Like I'm whenever something goes on, I'm always defending him, but I'm defending him because I know the talent this guy possesses. He is one of the most talented midfielders we've ever seen. He can literally do everything when he wants to. And I said that on Twitter, but you've seen the quality. That was a left-footed shot from an angle, arrowed into the net. How many midfielders can really do that? Most people who, especially on a weak foot, would just swing at it. That was a cultured shot by a very, very talented midfielder. He played well again. He also did it against Burnley. I felt he was all right against Liverpool. Defensively, I felt he done really well, something that people question him. But it just shows you right now that he's getting back to fitness. He's showing the quality. And if you can get Paul Pogba playing, he will be the difference between Manchester United winning the title and them not. Definitely.
Yeah, and just so we're not overdoing it on Man United, Fulham looked good. They were still in the game at points. There was, I think there was a shot from Mitrovic that hit Eric Bailly's thigh, nearly went into the corner. This game could have very easily been a draw. I think Fulham are looking good. There was that crazy stat that I heard on the broadcast about when Fulham are leading a game, Scott Parker's never lost, like when they score first, which I thought was crazy. I couldn't believe that. But anyway, I do think Fulham will be able to stay up personally. And they did look good. They have some dangerous players, and it's a shame that Anthony Robinson wasn't playing today because of his suspension. But yeah.
I just want to talk about Edison Cavani, and like you mentioned him now. And to me, what makes Cavani so great is his movement and his versatility. For me, as a striker, when people came in, people questioned, why is Ed Woodward signing this guy? He's old. Cavani has some of the best movement in world football. To me, he as a striker, he's the best movement. And by him coming in, he could help Rashford, he could help Martial, help improve them as football players, but also contribute as a striker. And he has been doing that. That goal you mentioned right there, not too many people have the know-how to sniff out that opportunity. And for me, there was one great time where he received the ball, plays out wide, and his first thought not to come short again. He got into that box in between both defenders. Great header. I don't know how Areola saved it, but he's also a bonus to this Manchester United team. Just amazing individuals in there. Definitely in this league. Don't sleep on Manchester United anymore.
He and the thing is, he occupies both centre backs. I think that's what's so special about Cavani. And yeah, this will be the starter, I would imagine, going forward. And yeah, another thing for opposition teams to worry about.
And I have Fulham staying up. I feel like they have so many players there that are interesting. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Lookman, who to me, I've watched this guy for many years right now. He's showing the quality that he has. Mitrovic, when he just gets his, because I feel like he's been off and on this year. When he gets his flow start going again, he will score goals. We seen it last time he was in the Premier League. And I do believe in Scott Parker as a coach, and he seems to be doing a really good job there. I see Fulham staying up, to be fair.
I'm hoping so.
But guys, we're gonna end it there. But as I said, this is the first time. I don't know if this has happened in the Premier League, but we've had 3 Premier League leaders in one day. Started off with Leicester, then Man City, now Manchester United again. It's absolutely crazy. And just the way this league is going, let me just bring up the league quickly. If Everton win their game in hand, they can go top. If Tottenham win their game in hand, they can
Everton.
They can go.
So
fourth.
Everton go tied on points with Leicester. So they'd have 38. So they'd be 2 off top. City can go top. So this is before I started recording. This was the thing.
I'll put the table up there for you guys to see. It's literally so tight, but it's so interesting because every game literally counts. It's not like before where, oh yeah, team wins, but the league is already done. It's just so fun right now to be a part of this Premier League, especially during a pandemic.
But like, this is the thing. Let's pretend everybody wins their game in hand, because that's usually the way people talk about it, especially for the top teams. Everton are higher than Liverpool. We're halfway through the year. We're halfway through the season. If Everton win their 2 games in hand, Liverpool win their 1 game in hand, Everton are above Liverpool. I don't know the last time that happened. I'm just saying that's the kind of crazy stuff that's going on. I'm loving it. It's good to be back. As much as it was beautiful watching Liverpool and City play over the past 2 or 3 years or so, this is what I like. I like teams coming out of left field. I like a team languishing in, 4th or 5th, putting a string of games together in a late push for the title in game week 33 to 36. That's my kind of league, and I'm loving it.
It's beautiful, guys. But tell me what you think about the games today. Man City go top. Man United go top. Who's going to win the league? Is Kevin De Bruyne injured? Paul Pogba the best midfielder in the world? Let us know, guys. Comments down below. Thanks for watching. This is Box to Box Football. We are going to be with you as much as we can possibly can. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.